Well, good morning, everybody. I just set up this pound trade here. Nothing really on the euro here. I'll go back. I was going to do this and then do it later, but I'm like, yeah, I'll just record it. So there's the euro. It's if it closes above here, we do got a couple areas here on the 1 hour chart. Maybe this, even though this is still a retest of this first original zone here that worked the other day. Remember we were talking about that. But yeah, because this caused it to close, this would even be an okay zone. Looks like 91 and 91 are the same. So here are two potential opportunities right there. There we go. And instead of putting, so this would be a basing candle 2 right here, but I didn't put it up here. I put it right here because that's where the move away started. So that's what I do. I try to line it up where the move away actually happened, and it would be the close of this and the open of that. So it helps to reduce risk a little bit as well as maximize your profit potential. So here's the pound. Same kind of idea there on the euro the other day, just to reduce the risk a little bit and increase the profit potential to hit that 2-to-1. I just took the bottom part of the zone since it is kind of a bigger zone. Alright, so I gotta shut these off. Apply to all. Okay, there we go. Otherwise it just gets too much to look at, especially when I'm typing them in. So all I gotta do yet is take a picture of this and post it in my thing. And if the 4-hour candle does close where it's at or higher, or the breakout area of the next little move, then it'll turn into a range trade. But this is just right now a standard long trade for me. But if it does get that close there, we'll have to watch it on the way down to make sure it falls straight into the zone and not I already put the pound in there. I did lose the yen trade that I was in. I'm in the euro yen right now. I still haven't set up those, but I'll go ahead and do that today. So maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know. I'm just kidding. We have to do it because that's part of the plan. Oop, I should probably put a picture in there too. I hate that this OneDrive thing is up, like, because it shows 2 desktops and stuff. And it just gets me confused. I always like look at the wrong one. So there we go. There's a picture of that. Go back to the beginning. Oop. Hit the StarCraft button. So there we go. That's our pound setup for today. Hopefully everyone's Christmas was all right. Here we go. And this will be the 11 o'clock candle. So if that closes there, we might, I mean, it's still high on the curve, so probably going to avoid any buying opportunities on that. See, you didn't get to close below the breakout area, so it looks like it shot back up, huh? But it's still high on the curve. I'm going to go ahead and leave it alone. Plus, it's the New Zealand dollar. So, well, I guess we can actually check it out. It's not that big a deal. Yeah, look, we'd probably a decent zone size-wise, but there's just not the profit potential there. So these two are even, the close and the high are even. So this just gets its own candle down, or its own box down there. We did finally get a breakout of this previous range we've been in. There is ways to trade the ranges. I just prefer to wait for the breakout and then a retest to an area. Look at that. It's probably all Christmas, huh? 26, 25. Yeah. I think that's why the yen trade was working too. Or was doing what it did and taking forever because it was Christmas. And the markets apparently close on Christmas. I didn't know that. I've been doing this for a long time. I didn't even know that. So I just thought they stayed open because it wasn't a weekend. But anyways, I might have 2 trades here that we can set up. I'm just going to leave them though, because it is Thursday and the week's going to close. So those are areas that you can set up there. But I'm going to wait for it to try to retest here, because if it starts doing an uptrend, that's not going to be a good trade, and it's pretty far away from price. So as the opportunity progresses, we can go ahead and look at it further as actually setting up the trade. All right. So nothing really there on the franc. Let's go to the yen. Look at this. Look at this dickhead. Yeah. Had to close this trade, which is good. Kept me out of a loss. See, this is also. Oops. I gotta take pictures of this. Right, here's kind of why too it's important. Like no close below this area on here or the 4-hour chart, and then it just decided to rocket up. What are you gonna do about it? You just take the loss. It happens. But as far as so you got this would be the original to this green line. That's the original profit margin. So you have the 2-to-1 there. But this is probably where I should have taken my profit, because you got a new breakout. It's still, what would that be? 1-to-1, 7-6 to 13. So it's almost a 2-to-1 trade even down to there. I just got greedy and left it down there. But yeah, it would have worked. I would have taken probably I don't know, around $200, probably like 175-ish on that trade, and then had my other trade secured in profit. And then I got smoked on the frickin' the rates. When they switch rates, if it's got like a negative rate or something, it counts against you. If it works though, if it's on your side, like we would have bought this, we would have had rates on our side, and I would have made like an extra icing on the cake. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure how it works. This is just today was the biggest amount that it affected me, which is really annoying. But yeah, so that's what we're looking at. I gotta take a picture here. Honestly, I probably shouldn't have even traded at all during Christmas week because it's Christmas. But I just started these videos, so I figured I would. The new rule: don't trade in the holidays because there's low volume. I don't know if that matters too much. Oops. To be honest. And then since I didn't put the setup picture in, I just put the finishing picture in here. Okay, post trade. Closed as price would have been counter trend to the entry. I think it just got too far away. Okay, there we go. So there we go. That's all the information on that. What the hell? Oh, I must have accidentally moved it. Okay. So Euro Yen. Looks like I got stopped out of it. It's kind of crappy. But, you know, that's just the name of the game sometimes. I came in low on the curve. Set up a buy opportunity now. Okay, just making sure I don't have any extra orders in this top zone here. I know this trade might still work, but it's against my rules to take it, so I'm not going to. Get this green line. Before we do anything, take a picture. And as you can see too on like the daily chart, it's basically a corrective move. That's what it is, to get this breakout here, you know. So it happens. Sometimes you're trading against the higher time frames, but you know, you got to choose what you're going to trade. So, and that's what I'm thinking about, going back to the higher time frames too, like the weekly, daily, and 240, respectively. I'll go ahead and fix up that euro trade in a minute here. Delete. Still good opportunity. Still could work. You ever have that wiki out and then then it goes your way? Super stressful and annoying. What's this? 212. Can't take that. Can't take this though. And this. Oops. So 9-1 is going to be okay. 6 points is not. There we go, 9.3 to 35. So we got 2 setups. This would be, make sure that this is good actually. And all I'm doing here is setting up a new, well, actually I don't have to do that. I can just use the ruler. Oh. Make sure. So we got 64. So 32 is like medium. So both of those trades are below halfway on there. So, and below the little breakout area. So we can take both of these trades. We got low on the curve. We get the breakout to the upside. I'd say it's a pretty good opportunity. Six. Where'd you find it?
In the laundry basket.
Oh, well, I guess that's a good place for them. Thank you.
Well, obviously not, because you couldn't find them.
Thank you. My fiance just found my socks, which is super nice. These are some bamboo socks. Pretty cool. So I'm just gonna set these to the side here. All right. Well, so 11 and 17 would be 11 or 106,000. And 11.9. Okay, so 106, 11.9. And then before this, I'm going to set up my previous Euro trade that I just lost. Because that's what I got the picture saved as. Wait, picture. It's all about the pictures. Stop loss. There we go. We're also going to make sure we put in the right profit targets. There we go. That's a little better. Set up this trade. Change the picture on the year again I just lost in. Okay, so this will be 105 and 11.7. In my profit loss thing, I just put ones and zeros, and then it tabs up my win-loss percentage there. So I'm at 0% this week, which is really not that good, as obviously you can tell. But, you know, there's only 2 trades in. This generally, if I'm not in a drawdown period, I'm doing everything correctly. It's about between 40 and 60% of the time, so having 2 losses, it does suck right away. But not really too worried about it. One rule too I'm considering bringing back is as soon as it comes into an opposing, like high on the curve or low on the curve, to cancel the trade too. Because I was doing that for a while and it seemed to work, but I felt like I was leaving some money on the table because you see trades and they work. Oh. That's annoying, huh? So, like this Euro Yen trade here, I had the entry here, and then it came into low on the curve, so that would have caused me to actually cancel it. So, it definitely decreases the amount of trades you can take, but, you know, you want to take good trades. So, I'm thinking about putting that as a rule back in too, but we'll see. So here's another one, the pound yen, low on the curve, and this is what I mean, see? The demand zone goes down to here, but the line doesn't go down to there, which is annoying. So it looks like we got a standard range short here to set up. We're gonna need 2 bounces. Even though this closes at 11, put that in and be preemptive about it. It's got to close though in order to take like say this is probably really pretty good zone. Right, my red line down there for now. .40 zone. 60. Okay, so there's no way. Let's go with this. 32 to 71. So there we go. So I'm just going to take the bottom part of this again. Sure, it might not get filled, but it's going to reduce my risk, and I want to have my stop below here because it is at the bottom and started a new uptrend here. So that's the idea there. .32 to 71. That's profit target. This will probably be around the 30. Yeah, oh, really? So it'll be 30,000, 36. What am I trying to do here? Trying to do this. All right. So I don't know if you guys like seeing this, but I think it's. No, I gotta set the euro again. Well, yeah, too. I do that. That's right. I think I don't know. I think it would be helpful of showing logging the trades and stuff. So that's what I like to do it. And if you guys want, I can post this on share the Google Drive, and you can check it out. And every few hours of the day, or every once a day or something, you can check it out and just kind of have a live idea of what's all going on here. I might actually move this to there. No, I'll just leave it there. Yeah. So see that rule I was talking about though, where it comes into opposing um, uh, part of the curve. So if I had that rule up there, this would have kept me out of the short. But now, if you see on the daily, it did go into higher time frame, so only shorts would be available. But now it came back into the low on the curve, so now buys would only be you have to watch for like a breakout to the upside and then trade just long on there. So I might actually think about putting that rule back to the thing. Alright, I got a log of a pound yen trade here. Oh, 10 and 11, okay. Oh, that's right. Sometimes I lose this gap because of my other monitor isn't the same size as my laptop. So it doesn't really fit boxes well. That. So watch this. I'm going to put the chart back over here. Take my picture. There we go. I know this is pretty boring to like watch. So, and I'll just put the pictures in there anyway for the pound yen. Watch how much better it fits though. Like the size of your screen or the resolution, I don't really know what it does, but it makes it fit differently on different monitors and stuff. Look at that, almost perfect. Alright, back to the charts. Pound yen. Wait a minute. I don't think I logged it. Aha, that's because I didn't. Okay. See now the Aussie ends in the supply area on the daily we picked out. It already worked, so it's not fresh anymore. So just wait for it to either bust through that and then pick a new demand or supply area. As you see, it hasn't closed below this low yet, so that's kind of interesting. This would be like the next breakout areas. Right here would be the next breakout area. To the downside, I think. Yep. So anything above here, the next area is going to be like this, and then that. So if it breaks through this, we should be able to have some good buying opportunities there. And after the day closes, we could even move our demand zone to like say here or here. Let's see, actually, could we make it? So it is here, but it hasn't touched the body, so it would probably be, I think I'd make it this one. Assuming the day closes above there. See that? Right there. And then the new curve after today closing like that will look something like this. So until then though, that's what it is right here. So Just waiting on the Aussie yen. See, counter trend. No close below any of the breakout areas. Not surprised that we get a push up there. These are trades I just set up and didn't take because we had that it was going to be counter trend. It came down like there's no way. It's really unlikely that it just wicks up into the zone and works. So that's why those are canceled. Plus, we didn't have the close below here, this breakout area to take it. So see what the daily looks like here. And if it closes above here, we're gonna move that. I mean, honestly, we could even use this as the thing, but that's kind of just a really gross looking zone. I'd rather use this. But it broke, so this would be kind of like the next area here. Plus, this isn't a breakout area. But we'll just see what happens here. $45.90, $45.89. So this gets box. Move some of these around, huh? I'm really hungry. I think I'm gonna get Taco Bell for lunch today. I gotta go grocery shopping. I gotta get my hair cut. Got a lot of stuff to do today. There we go. Now we have a new breakout area. And according to that like newer rule I was talking about, we still haven't come into low on the curve, so this could be, depending on what closes at 11, bam, we got a good possible opportunity right here. And then see another one right there. We could take just both of these as one level. Which I think I would, because this does, yeah, this did touch the body. But you could take that too, right there. Like that, and that have two trades. I'll just have one because it does look like there's plenty of profit margin. But yeah. Just kind of being preemptive. This might not work, but I get my close still above there, yeah, because we got a whole another hour or half an hour here before the markets, before it closes. So, yeah, this will be that these two are counter trend. I'm just going to delete the stop on here and then make these lines purple. Just so I can see like how they, you know, what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened. Oops. I like to play that game sometimes. Especially if it's just like for fun, you know. Like these purple lines can mean fun, they can mean just setting stuff up. Or seeing what's going to happen or what was. Yeah. So this actually coming into here with that rule would cancel these two trades just by itself. Even like if these three boxes right here don't like exist yet, it came, I mean right here it came low, so those might be canceled on the with that rule I was talking about. They do say the trend is more important than where it is on the curve, which is kind of true, but you still want to be with the curve and with the trend, I think. 6687, 6688. So it's the red. It's the red box. And then see, same thing. So now all these trades would be just by themselves. These are all canceled now. So there we go. I feel like this video is taking a while. I'm also hungover. I did some drinking yesterday. Sometimes my mom's, because we went down to my mom's, and sometimes I can get a little like, I don't know, not that fun sometimes. It gets really intense. Not drinking wise, but like, people get so emotional and like, people get mad really easily, and it's just like, I don't know. Oops, did I save the picture? I think I did. Hopefully, I guess we'll find out. Yep, okay. So, all right. There we go. So, those are all canceled. It's a super convenient button. If you just click on these layers right here, it brings up your objects, and you can just cancel all your lines and whatever you want to cancel really fast. Just hit that little, there's an X button right here. Click that, and it'll delete your lines and stuff. Zealand, Euro, Pound. Excuse me. See, now we got a downtrend starting. If we get a close below here, we can look for a nice short. So yeah, I think I am going to adopt that rule again, where as soon as, so all longs are completely valid up until it gets into high on the curve. Even though right here, I mean, you can still see that like they work, but I don't know. I was just doing that in Afghanistan and it worked really well, so I'm going to do it here. Add it to my little rules. Here we go, waiting for the Euro franc to turn. Because once they move out of low, like out of the area they're on the curve, like those are stronger trades too. You're not trading against anything. So 9112 is the same as 9112. I'm just checking the close and the high. So if this closed above here, this would get its own green box. But all longs are now shut down for the Aussie CAD since it came high on the curve here. And then you just look right up here. That's how I do that. I look at these two candles and I'm looking up here at the close and like the low or the high depending on what I'm looking at to make, just to be sure, because this looks close. You get 9112 is the close, and then 9112 is the high, so it didn't close above, no green box. Thanks, babe. I just brought my wallet over here. So here we go. Even though these are really good moves away, I'm going to take a picture of it and cancel all these trades too. But you got to put the trades up, even if you think they're going to get canceled, because they might not be, and you might have a really good trade and win. And that's what it's all about, getting them ones that don't get canceled, winning. So, go to here, Aussie CAD, not post this. It looks like I didn't even post it, so, well, I'm going to post it, I'm not going to put it up there, so it doesn't really matter. Trading property, show orders. So then I'm just going to go in here, cancel all these orders. And I did one at a time like that because otherwise they don't disappear right away. So like it'll just say canceled, failed to cancel, failed to cancel, failed to cancel. But yep, so we're high on the curve now, so I'm not going to take any more buying opportunities there. Bring up my little thing here and delete all my lines. There we go. We're almost done here. Sorry this has been a little slower than I think what my normal videos are. Just a little slow in the head today. Any adults who've ever drank and then been slightly hungover, they'll know. Plus yesterday I didn't get any sleep. Like I was up, I just can't sleep at night sometimes. Just crappy. If anybody here doesn't sleep sometimes at night, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It's miserable. It's like all you want to do is go to sleep, but you can't. So I'll take some Benadryl though, and that usually does the trick about an hour later. But just pass right out. 31. Can we get there? 62. So that would be the key, I think. So here's the thing. This moved 30 to 90 out to 1 to 3 away, but the target has to be, where I put my targets, like right there. So 31 to 61.7. So I'm just going to do that. I'm going to call it good, set the trade up. There. That's basically as close as you can get it, really. Bam. Get a nice trade here. Because we've been waiting for the pound trades. Well, let me just make sure it actually closed above the breakout area, which it did. So that's good. Go in here, set this bad boy up. Like I said, the reason I put my first profit target where it is because price already went there from this area that was created. So it should be able to go at least that far again, you know? So that's why I put those there. That's the idea behind my target placement. And then the other one's just twice as far as it went, because if we get another good move away, why shouldn't it be able to go twice, you know? The second targets don't always hit. That's okay. You just move your stop to break even so you keep the money. Or until it goes 3 to 1 away, then you move your target. Because what will happen sometimes is it hits the first target, comes back into the zone, and then it'll take off too. So I heard, I think Sam Evans say that one time. He waits for a 3 to 1 move before he moves his stop. But it's also like up to you as the trader and your own account, your own money, and what you want to do with it. That's just kind of my ideas and what I've learned to do that I'm sharing with you now. So we're going to be at 41,000 and 4,100. This would be standard for a breakout range, so just double check on. I mean, you can kind of eyeball it and be like, so we get like about 120. Yeah, it's definitely within that 50% area, so or low or proximal to the breakout. So we're good there. Just move that over there. Having 2 monitors is great. Once you like start using 2, it's like you can't ever use just one again. Honestly, this is the hardest part about trading, I think, is logging everything. Because it's just like, well, you already got the trade set up. You might as well just not, you know? It's so easy to get lazy with it. But then you lose or you're having a thing and then you don't know, like, well, what was I doing wrong? What my trades look like? What? Try it again. There we go. It's like, this is the hardest part for me for a long time. As I started doing it, I'm able to, like, if I'm having a bad week or if I change something, I can go back and look and be like, well, what did I change? You know, what's going on? What's wrong? And then adjust back or make proper adjustments. Okay, so we did it. The only thing is, like, so on this one, get this red candle with this red box. We do have the breakout. Let's see if there was anything in there that worked. Yeah, right there. Look, it worked. I mean, you got it like wicked in. So I'll just make this a purple one. It's a fair trade. Now we're just looking for the breakout above this area, and then this would be the new trade. Take that. See, even, well, this one worked, but you wouldn't have been able to get in on it because the breakout didn't happen until here. Then it retests, and then it retested again. So yeah, if it breaks out above there, this would be kind of the new trade we're looking at right here. This worked barely. You might have gotten in there depending on what the spreads are. But yeah, I'm going to leave that purple. Looks like my woulda, coulda, shoulda stuff, like I said before. And here's the last pair. Get up here. If I close. Let's take this. That's all one red box. Let's see if we can take this bad boy. So this technically is a trade, would still be a valid short, but it did come low on the curve. Now the trend is starting to change. So that's no longer good. So this is going to be another purple line, just, you know, see what coulda, shoulda, woulda happened. Okay, so we actually have two entries here. Possibly. 2737. 2 so that's the same. So yeah, the profit target would have to go like right there. So this one is no good. So for me, I can't take this. I mean, obviously, like it had a we have a 25-point zone, and it went 71 points away. But for me, this is where the breakout or the close below the previous candle happened, so that'd have to be my profit target, and that's just not quite good enough. So I'm gonna leave it as blue though, because that's like I can still take that trade. I didn't have a stop. I don't have targets on there. I'm just gonna see what would have happened there. So that's it. What we have today. Possible euro trade. 2 possible euro trades. Two possible euro trades. Like I said, we got to make sure this closes above, because now this wouldn't even be an uptrend. But here you got, so you got your low, your high, your low. This would be a standard breakout range trade. Then if you would have taken the whole thing and got filled, I mean, you would have been touched there. But yeah, that would have been because you got your trend. It came straight down into here, and then it worked. And it's low on the curve. So there we go. But what I like to do is, like, obviously, so this is a test of this, I would call it. But this by itself, like, I just look at that as a fresh new zone. That's the way I look at these. So if this closes at 11 o'clock, I'm going to look at taking this, I guess. Let's see what the profit target is. There's close below. You gotta be careful with these if you're gonna use the close below method. Like this one is where it closed below, but you gotta still look because you might be wrong. That might not be where it closed below. You know, put it below the candle it closed below. So this candle closed right here. I'm using this candle as the profit target. So that like right there, 16. So I can't even take that as an area. So scratch that. But another thing you can do is just use the top zone as profit target. That's the trick. Just kidding. Just be whatever you do, be consistent with it. That's what's gonna eventually pay you someday. Just do the same stuff over and over again. So we did get some good setups here. We got one on the pound, and that can turn into a standard range trade. If it closes above the breakout there, which it looks like it's going to, we got 20 minutes before that happens. So that'll change to a standard breakout trade. Good trade. Nothing on the Aussie. The thing with trading the Aussie in New Zealand though is I feel like you have to do it on the. If you're trading like me and you're using your hourly, or if you trade like me and stuff, need that 10 point at least minimum zone width, then it's like you gotta trade on a 4 hour if you're trading time frame and go up from there. Yep, see, low on the curve. So this doesn't even happen anymore. Make those purple lines. If you don't like to, do the woulda, coulda, shoulda thing, just to see what would have happened, just delete the lines. It's not that big of a deal. But so I'm just gonna wait for this to close or to turn around. But yeah, so that's it for today. Merry Christmas, everybody. Hopefully it was a good holiday for you, and we'll see you probably later tonight. And let me know in the comments below if you want to see that. If you guys want a comment link, a link to my Google Sheets there, so you can copy my trades if you'd like. Well, we will see you later, and have a good day.